Kaba Modern is here with us this afternoon on Kababayan LA. Yay! Before going to Knott's Berry Farm tomorrow, I have with me Lawrence Cao. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA. Arnel Calvario is the founder and manager of Kaba Modern. And Yuri Tag, 안녕하세요, she's Korean. Lawrence is Chinese. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA. Arnel, Kaba Modern is just so big right now. When you look back at how it started, let's share that with our viewers.
Yeah, I mean, at the very beginning, it was part of our culture night, and I grew up with the cultural dances, and so we had the cultural dances definitely for our culture night, but I kind of brought up the concept of adding hip-hop dance to it, because my experience, I grew up around pop and lock and break in the hip-hop dance culture. And as a Filipino-American, I mean, I thought we really represented hip-hop as well.
This was how many years ago?
17 years ago.
But you know, Kaba Modern, as I understand it now, is not exclusive to Filipino-Americans, because we have Lawrence, who's Chinese, and Yuri, who's Korean. How did they end up, how did you end up in the mix?
Well, Kaba Modern stems out of Kababayan at UCI, and so in Kaba Modern, anyone that shares the passion for hip-hop dancing can join the team. It's not just limited to Filipinos. So.
How about you? Are you also part of Kababayan at UC Irvine? Were you also part of that?
Once you join Kaba Modern, you have to be a part of the club. So you sort of join the club and become a Kababayan member, and then you start dancing with Kaba Modern.
And you become Filipino too.
Yes.
So we sort of embody.
What didn't you know about Filipinos that you now know? The one thing that struck you when you first becoming Filipino?
Well, I wasn't around many Filipinos growing up, and so what I loved about being on Kaba Modern was just the culture. The Filipino culture is very family-oriented, and it's just so loving, and I really like that. Everyone's very open-minded.
Arnel, why did you come up with that idea? Obviously, Kababayan, Kaba Modern stems from the word Kababayan. It's Filipino-Americans. Why did you decide to be inclusive?
Well, the Filipino Club has always not been limited only to Filipinos, so it just makes sense that if the Filipino Club embraces all other backgrounds, that Kaba Modern should as well. And it started at UCI. But even the Filipino Club, Kababayan at UCI, it actually started accepting people from other colleges too, just whoever wanted to be a part of the club. So when that happened, then even Kaba Modern actually even extended to being open to anyone that wanted to join.
Tell me about the MTV's America's Best Dance Crew experience. Were you part of the audition? Okay, let's clear this. It is being said that the 6 dancers, there were no Filipino among the 6 dancers that made it to America's Best Dance Crew. And some Filipinos are questioning that because Kaba Modern is, of course, Kababayan Modern. You're laughing. Why?
It's just funny. I mean, it's funny.
So it's true.
What?
There were no Filipinos
that went on the show?
Yeah.
No, there weren't. Yeah.
Why? What happened?
I don't know.
You don't know?
In the audition we did.
You did?
The original audition group, we had Allison Vicencio and Jonathan
and Andrew Symbol.
So there were 3 Filipinos. But what happened was when they booked the show, because they fell in love with the style, they got the contract, and on the contract it said that they actually had to no work. They had to live in a hotel for 3 months and pretty much give up school, no work, and there's at times no contact with the outside world at all.
Oh my gosh! And
so
they didn't
some of
like
them, they wanted to, but some of them, their parents wanted them to finish school,
right?
Or they had a job that they couldn't leave.
Oh, here we go with the Filipino parents not supporting their kids. Too bad for them. How was that experience like for you?
It was great. I mean, they were supposed to be on the show, but then they were going to be the chords too of that following year.
That's true.
So
That's
they
true.
couldn't.
They couldn't
be a part of it.
Yeah, 2 of them actually gave up their spots specifically to lead the new team. So they didn't want to leave the team hanging.
Okay.
So that was noble of them, actually.
And when we talk of the team, there's 29 in the group. You're just meeting 3 of them. When we return on the show, there's 3 more that we will meet today on the show. Don't go away.